Continuing from part 1, this is part 2. Now I'm adding wax to set the lower teeth. The teeth I'm using is regular denture teeth. I heat up the wax and insert one tooth at a time, keeping the center between the two front teeth, which is the center line, and matching that up. There's so many adjustments. Even after you set up the teeth, you still have to move them around just to get that right bite. Once again, I make the mark, a cutting line. Then I grind off the stone teeth off the lower. I only need to cut one side at a time. If you cut too much, this could change the bite. I keep repeating the process, removing stone teeth, adding the new acrylic teeth. Using a bowler gauge, I make sure my measurements are correct. And I repeat the process by making another cut line. I shot 9 hours of videotape to film this process, and actually there's probably about 15-20 hours total. This process is very similar to making a human denture. Mainly the difference is it's just so long and it's somewhat difficult to work. Now I'm going to remove the upper front stone teeth. Notice that I needed to pull out some of the lower teeth, redoing the lowers altogether to match the upper teeth. Separating these two cuspid teeth, shaping them up with a dental lathe. Now the casting of the new acrylic teeth, the skull teeth were somewhat worn also as far as the canines, so I'm adding a little bit of dental acrylic so I can extend them a little bit to make them sharper. And after I get these all shaped up, now once again I go into polishing, and then I'll repeat the process of high shining again. The teeth need to be polished and high shine, then placed in the wax. And then when you process the denture itself, it just, that part's done, and you really don't want to finish a tooth that's already in the gum acrylic. I lay about 3 thicknesses of wax along the bottom of the teeth so I can start waxing. I use a B20 brush, and this will smooth out the wax. It will also remove any wax that's on the acrylic tooth. Using an alcohol torch to smooth out even more. Now I'm going to add some teeth. Now I made these teeth here. Just simply made a crescent shape, cut it in half, and just got my measurements correct like I want them. And then I went through the same procedure as polishing and high shining. Heat up the wax a little bit with a iron. Place the tooth in place. Now waxing up the lower, just repeating the process like I did on the upper. The inside tongue area of the lower will be done later. First, I just like to get the sculpture done and molded and casted, and that way I can look at mechanics for the animatronic part. And the same thing goes with the upper also, the rugae area, which is the roof of the mouth. Now I'll remove them from the articulator. Pretty much clean up all my wax, do the inside, carve the inside of the teeth. Basically waxing, carving around each tooth, cleaning that up. Then all I have to do later is process the rugae area. To continue this video, please play part 3.